Good afternoon guys, Sean Dexter here, back to you with yet another Bitcoin USD analysis video. And today we are just gonna dive right into the price action because Bitcoin has made the move that we've been talking about for the past couple of days. If you guys do recall from our previous videos, we discussed how other people were talking about how BTC was probably or potentially putting in a inverse head and shoulders, and I'm gonna go ahead and mark that out for you guys over here. You have your left shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder. Now this is supposed to be a bullish formation, and you have your neckline that was supposed to be over here, but as you can see, we really didn't get to a neckline. And we talked about while price was all the way over here, people were calling inverse head and shoulders, and you can't do that. That's far too early, let alone before price even approaches the neckline. You got to be calling inverse head and shoulders only if we actually break the neckline to the upside, close the candle, and have volume follow up. But we had none of that. In fact, we didn't even really get to the neckline, did we? And we talked about how even if we do get to a neckline, and even if we do kind of break up, we're probably going to see a rejection, a big sell-off into it, and price move towards the downside and probably make its way where to this neckline over here on the daily. Well, let's go back onto our daily. We talked about over here, right? We talked about how price may very well get rejected on this neckline on the 4 hour and make its way down to the daily level over here at 7,200, right? And in turn then form an M pattern. So we're gonna remove all the drawing tools, and we were looking at this pattern over here with the neckline now being something like that. Do you guys remember that? Okay, so it looks like that we may be doing that, or are we again, like I said, even while I was calling this pattern over here, I was saying it's far too early to even be doing that. You can speculate on something like that, but you do not ever play a move like that, because things may very well be turn out far different. You got to wait for confirmation, and the confirmation on this double top pattern is if we make it all the way down to the neckline over here, right over there, and then break it to the downside with volume. So we'll wait for that. But now that's the question, will that really happen? Okay, let's go on over to our 12 hour and look at what's happening. Okay, we're going to turn on Ichimoku, and you can see that our blue Tenkin line over here, right, you see that lines up perfectly with this 7,200 level. So that gives us even more confidence that, okay, you know what, price does want to get sucked down to this level over here. We have a flat Tenkin and a flat Kijun. Cool. But now here's the question, why is price stuttering over? You can see price kind of stuttering right on this level over here. Let's turn on our 12 hour 21 EMA, and what do you know, we have a 21 EMA on the 12 hour actually holding price action back for now. Now here's the thing, if we get defended on this level here and we actually see a bounce, that M formation is completely negated. It's no longer a double top. Okay, it's no longer double. We may see a triple top moving forward, but instead what I think we'll be doing is putting in that ascending triangle that we talked about. Do you guys remember that? We've been talking about this too. We speculated on something like this happening, because that's what the market movers do. They draw these patterns on the lower time frames and then again on the higher time frames the other way, just to play with the psychology. So you had your inverse head and shoulders that got rejected, and then making everybody think that it's a double top, or well, we still don't know, right? It could still very well be a double top. We're waiting for the 7,200 level. Okay, and then we bounce before that too, and we go back up, and what do we get? We get a triangle. Now here's the thing, I've been waiting for the 7,200 level to add to my position, right? But if we don't get there and we bounce over here, the question is, should I be adding somewhere over here? I don't know. I'm gonna wait to see how price action unfolds to decide. For now, I'm kind of uncertain, but you got to be dynamic like that. You gotta adapt to what the price is telling you and not be too confident in your stance. So now what I say 2 or 3 videos ago may change in this video depending on how price action unfolds, and I'm hoping that you guys can be like that too. Don't be too firm on your opinions ever, because you can't trade that. Your job is only to make money with the charts, not to be right. Do not have to be right. Okay, going back to what I was saying, now you see this over here, we do have a double top, right? But if you go on over to our 4 hour, we actually have a lower high. I'm going to take out all this mess over here. Okay, you can see that we have a lower high, right? I'm going to mark that out for you. We are high, call this a high too if you want, and a high over here. High, lower high, lower high. This in turn puts in this diagonal trend line, right? So now we no longer have a ascending triangle on this. On the 4 hour, we're actually looking at a symmetrical triangle. That adds even more credence to the fact that we don't make that M formation. If we are respecting this symmetrical triangle, we don't make that M formation that people are looking for, and instead well, you can see it right here. If you draw the trend line, the lower trend line too, let me zoom out, lower trend line on the 4 hour, something like this, I guess you could do. It's kind of ugly. What is that lining up with? I think we can do something like this. That's lining up with around 7,455 region. You can look at this as a trap if you want to. I know it's ugly, whatever, doesn't matter. It does not need to be perfect. You go on to your 12 hour, it lines up perfectly. What do you know? Turn on your EMAs, and what do we have? We have our 21 EMA lining up exactly with this line over here, and this here is a symmetrical triangle, right? Okay, so if we do bounce over here, I'm looking for a retest of the 7,800 level, which is exactly where we broke down from, by the way. So that's your 10 SMA on the 12 hour. Cool. Is there anything else I do want to talk about? However, if we do break to the downside, right, turning on our Ichimokus again, if we do give up the 21 EMA and go and test the Tenkin, okay, that's where I'm looking for a bounce, and that's where I would like to be a buyer, but I could be very well be wrong over there and price break down. If we do break down, I would be flipping and either be hedging or taking a position to the downside, especially once we break 7,200, right? 7,200 actually is around, yeah, that's 7,150 is where the daily 21 is at. So now here's the thing. If we break this zone over here, right, I think we're going to make a quick move towards 6,800-ish. You can turn on Ichimoku. Yep, that's where your Tenkin is. 6,000, yeah, 7,000, 6,900-ish. But I don't think we're going to stop there for too long, right? This you see this horizontal over here? I'm going to mark that out over here. I personally don't think we're going to stop here for too long. I think we're going to make a move all the way down to 6,200. That's where we're headed if we break the zone over here. In fact, I think Jason from the Mango Telegram mentioned this too, right? He talked about the measured move for this neckline on the double top pointing to 6,200. Is that it? Yep, 6,200-ish. Doesn't need to be perfect. It is what it is. That's the area you guys should be looking for. If we do break this, and that lines up with the Kijun, if we do break this, I'm thinking we make our way all the way down to the 5,400 region. So let's go ahead and mark that out too. Where's 5,400? Somewhere that should be there, right? Yep, 5,300, 5,400, somewhere around there. We should be headed over there. And guys, this zone over here is actually confluent with your major EMAs. Look at all of these guys bunch up over here on your weekly. So I'm expecting a big bounce over here, okay. Speaking about the weekly, we've been playing Ethereum on the weekly, right? Let's pull up Ethereum. Actually, let's pull it up on Coinbase, because Coinbase seems to be getting it right. As you guys can see, Ethereum kind of gave up the green 55 EMA on the weekly over here, which is where we've been playing this trade-off. But the thing is, it's not really giving it up yet, right? We still have what it's only Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. We still have another 3 days before this candle closes, and we could easily close above, which is why I say you guys got to be patient on these kind of trades. That being said, let's move on over to our daily and see what's happening. This could very well still be a bull flag. I know it's not looking as good as it looked yesterday, but when BTC makes a move like it did, Ethereum is likely to follow to the downside too, unless it's looking extremely strong, kind of like how BNB, by the way, is looking today. And maybe I should be talking about that too. You guys tell me if you guys want me to do a video on or do a segment on coins like BNB, LTC, BCH, or whatever. Let me know, and I'll think about doing those kind of segments too, because I've been getting a few PMs from you guys asking me to do a quick analysis on certain coins, especially shit coins. I get a lot of shit coin requests. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll think about doing those kind of coins too. I'll do them quickly at the very least, right? Okay, anyways, so we've given up the 10 SMA. I was looking for us to move down to possibly down to the 217 region, so we can go ahead and mark that over here. Let me see, is that, yeah, so I was looking for us to come somewhere around here, right? Now, the thing is, again, Ethereum 2 is being supported by the 12 or 21 EMA. However, if we do give this up, and it doesn't look like we we do want to give it up, at least for now. It seems like price is bouncing. If we do give it up, I am thinking that we make our way down to the Kijun over here, which, okay, so you see the Tenkin. If we give up the 21 EMA, we'll also be giving up the Tenkin over here. And usually when you do give up the Tenkin, you make your way down towards the Kijun. So that's confluent over here, right? You go on over to our daily, and what do you know? There you go. That's perfect. You have a Tenkin over here and your Kijun. So we do have the Tenkin supporting price, possibly supporting price at around 219. I'm thinking 217-ish, to be honest. This may move down a little bit, I don't know, but this would be an area for me to reposition my trade. If we break this zone over here, I'd be de-risking some of my position and repositioning over here, because honestly I'd then be looking for price to close above the 245 region on the weekly. So essentially, this, to break it down, if we break this to the downside today, I think we make a quick move down to around the Kijun level, which is anywhere between 205 to 217. Okay, anywhere around there. This cloud zone over here, you could think of it as that zone. But by the end of the week, I would like, and I'm looking for Ethereum to close its weekly above the 55 EMA. Okay, you can't help but be bullish on Ethereum. There are far too many signs to not be bullish, right? You have your 21 EMA, 10 SMA cross, you're living above, you have your breakaway green 55 on your daily, you do have your golden cross as well, right? Bam, right over there, you're above the 21 EMA, you are in an uptrend. It's hard to be bearish of this. I know a lot of people like to be reversal traders, but sometimes you got to keep the probability on your side. Getting the big reversal moves can be extremely rewarding, but there's a risk to that too. Okay, is there anything else I do want to talk about? Yeah, Ethereum still looks like it's flagging to me. In fact, it may be putting an ascending triangle too, right? Let's see if we want to do something like that. I don't know. Who knows? Like, we need to see price action unfold a lot more, right? But we could do something like that. In a previous video, we did talk about this zone over here. I marked it out on a Bitstamp chart. This is an area of serious resistance. Why? Because if you go on over to a 2-day, you have your 200 EMA. You go on over to your Ichimoku on your 2-day, you have your 200 MA. By the way, the big difference between moving average and exponential moving average. I will talk about that in a separate video very soon. I've been getting questions on that as well. I'll go over it in some detail, because I think it's important to understand. You have your cloud level here too, guys, this resistance zone over here. Now I think we could either move to the side and get out of the cloud and then break resistance, or we may just break it soon, who knows, depending on if we bounce over here. But if we do break this red zone over here, I'm not talking about the cloud, I'm talking about this red box that I marked. If we do break that, I'm expecting us to go through this green box over here pretty quickly, right? I could be wrong about that. I'm losing my words. But I think we'll make a beeline for around the 418 region. Now you can see that I'll go on over to a 4-hour. You can see that the Ethereum is doing something very similar to Bitcoin, right? You kind of have your double top formation over here. In fact, you had a double top over here. You can see it. You have one there. Let's see if you can do a measured move for that. Let's take from there, and you have a neckline over here, I guess. Okay, it doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, I took the wick. I probably shouldn't, but let's see what we get. Okay, where was our neckline? It was right there. Okay, let's do that. What do you know? Almost perfect. If I probably didn't draw it as perfect, but these things work out shockingly well, guys. So you had your measured move, you had your double top here, your break to the downside, and you got support at this level here. Now this is a key level, 233. I really don't want us to break that. If we do break that, if we close a 12-hour candle underneath this level, 233 here, that's when I'll be looking to de-risk some of my position and reposition over here at 206. But remember, I'm playing this on the weekly. As long as price closes above the 55 on the weekly, I am a-okay. I don't really need to de-risk any of this. I could just sleep well, because I have my risk management strategy in place, and you guys need to have that in place too. I got a PM from someone just yesterday who got stopped out of his position because price moved like maybe 4% against him while he was looking for a 200% move or something. Okay, let me just show you. Okay, okay, it wasn't this chart, but this is what he was looking for. Let's say long. This was the trade, something like this. Not even. Like, do you guys see how ridiculous it is? You can't have such tight stops when you're looking for a move like that. You're gonna keep getting shook out. You're playing too scared. You got to be reasonable. Now, what kind of stops you should have? That's a longer discussion. That's a much longer discussion that I hope to get to in different videos in the near future. If you guys do want these kind of videos, leave a comment down in the description. I'm not sure if you guys do want theory videos, or if you guys want analysis videos. Let me know in the comments below. That way I have a better idea of what kind of content to put out. If you guys do want me to do videos on coins like BNB, because I've been getting requests on Seller, Fetch, blah blah blah, I'll try and look at those shit coins too, but I'll try and talk about them as well and how I would play those kind of positions. But either way, you guys gotta let me know. Okay, I don't have anything to talk about. Just a quick recap on what we are looking for. Come on, why is this guy not going? Delete. Okay, gone. Okay, so let's go ahead and clear everything. If Ethereum breaks 233, I'm looking for 205, this zone over here pretty much. But if we do break the 269 zone that we've been talking about in the past videos, I'm looking for above and beyond around 420 actually, believe it or not. Again, going back to a 3-day, just to quickly show you a 3-day and Ichimoku. We do have edge to edge rate pointing to 450, and we do have a 200 MA that I'm looking for as our next resistance. After we break the 2-day 200 MA, I'm looking for the 3-day 200 MA to be our next resistance. We also have a zone that I think we're gonna just skyrocket through if we break through the 269 resistance area. Okay, and if you go down to downside, I already talked about that. Let's go on over to BTC again. If we close a daily, again, if we close a daily candle above this zone here, 8,214, you close a daily candle, it's a no-brainer. Move up to 9,600. Of course, nothing is for certain, but it's a very, very high probability trade to the upside. However, towards the downside, it's a little bit more complicated. You could take an early position if we break 7,200, but after we break 6,900, 6,800, I think we're definitely making a move down to 6,200 for sure. The 6,200 region is also in line with the break of this double top. If we make our way down here, by the way, it looks like BTC is ticking up while I do this video. Ethereum is ticking up too. We're almost at 240 again. I should be doing commentary for price action. I'm getting good at it. Holy shit. Anyways, yeah, so the Kijun level, but it looks like we may just be putting in that ascending triangle, right? Let's go ahead. Yeah, if we bounce over here, the next level, the next area to watch is a break of the 8,000-ish, but honestly, to make it easy, just wait for the break of 8,200 on the daily. Until then, there's not much to do but just play these ranges, but there's not much edge, right, on these ranges anymore. We were talking about this range, by the way. We were talking about this ascending triangle range way before any of this price action happened. Essentially, before this happened, we were talking about this possibly playing out, and the thing is, guys, you can talk about it, you can speculate on that, but you shouldn't really play it. But if you're prepared for it to happen, you can take advantage of it. How do we know this was going to happen? Because in this candle over here, like this guy here, we knew, we had a strong feeling this candle was going to happen. Why? Because we were watching the 3-day. Yeah, I've not been talking about the 3-day recently, but we've been watching on the 3-day. And if you guys remember, we were waiting for a bounce off this 200 MA on the 3-day, because that was a high probability trade. And look at that. After we had the bounce on that, we have a bounce on this region over here, the top of the cloud. That's what we were looking for. We've been talking about this. Trading can be easy if you are patient and watch the higher time frames. Going on over to our weekly, BTC is looking strong. We had a really strong close. Turning on our EMAs, bam! Like it, you can keep trading this this simple. You know, you can keep trading this simple for yourselves. I think people tend to I used to do it. I overcomplicate. I used to think, damn, this can't be that easy, but it is. There are certain nuances that I'm hoping to be able to go over with you guys over the next few videos. In time, it's it's a patience game, guys. It's a patience. A lot of it is just waiting. So yeah, let's see how price action unfolds. If this, we do that. If that, we do this. That's how we play it here. We don't try to predict shit. We do it the mango way, the easy way. I'll see you guys in the next video. Throw the video a like, throw the video a subscribe, share it, and yeah, it goes a long way. I'll see you guys in the next video.